several blocks behind, and he had to pace back and forth for several minutes waiting for it to catch up. When it did, he walked up and rang the bell. The door was answered by a butler. "Yes, sir." "Hello, hello, Merry Christmas. Are the master and the mistress in?" "They're in the main dining hall on the second floor, sir. May I direct you?" "No, thank you, I know the way." Scrooge ran up to the second story, pushed aside the pocket doors in the dining room, and there stood Fred and Meg surveying the table laid out for all their friends later that day. "Hello. Merry Christmas." "Uncle Ebenezer." Yes, it is I. You had mentioned something about coming over for dinner. I was wondering if I was still welcome." Welcome? It is a wonder that Fred didn't shake his arm right out of its socket. Oh, he was at home in an instant. He had a fabulous day, made 20 new friends, sang when Meg played upon the harp, and amazed everyone in the room when they were playing games. Ebenezer Scrooge seemed to know the answer to every game before they finished it. He didn't stay long, though. He left right after a game of yes and no, ran all the way home, threw himself into bed, and was asleep upon the instant. He slept clean through the night, got up the next morning early dressed, and ran all the way to work, and succeeded in the first part of his plan. He got to work before Bob Cratchit. He sat with the door to his office open so he could see Cratchit the moment he walked through that door. 5 minutes till 9. No Bob Cratchit. 9 o'clock. Still no Bob. 5 minutes after 9, still no Bob. Bob Cratchit did not walk through that door till 7.5 minutes after his time. Now, his hat was already off, his comforter was already off. He dove into his chair and was driving away with his pen as if trying to overtake 9 o'clock. Scrooge, in the other room, suppressed a chuckle and tried to growl out in the best possible imitation of his former voice. "Ahem. And just what do we mean by coming in here at this hour?" "Oh, Mr. Scrooge, sir, the strangest thing happened yesterday, sir. Someone sent us a turkey and toys and wine, and I had a great deal of wine. And it won't happen again, sir." "Won't happen again, sir?" "I'll tell you it won't happen again, sir. In fact, I can assure that it won't happen again, sir." "Because I'm going to make you a partner." Now, Bob Cratchit had no idea what was going on here. And for a moment, he had a thought of taking one of the large rulers off of the wall beside him and knocking Scrooge to the ground with it and calling out for help and a straight waist jacket. But something stopped him. "Oh, Merry Christmas, Bob. Oh, may you have a merrier Christmas than ever I've given you before." I mean what I say. I've been without a partner for far too long. I need one. Of course, if I make you a partner, I'll need a new clerk. Your boy Peter could do the job. Oh, you can teach it to him. You know it better than anyone. Of course, I'd have to pay him more than I pay you. A dog wouldn't work for what I pay you. Oh, of course, you'll have to have a raise because we can have a partner making less money than a clerk. And what are we even doing here? It's the day after Christmas. No one's going to come in. Tell you what we're going to do. We'll go across the street to the tavern, have a bite to eat, something to drink, and work out all the details. What do you say? And he clapped Bob Cratchit around the shoulders with an arm that wasn't about to be denied. Ebenezer Scrooge did it all and more. He became as good a man, as good a master, as good a friend as anyone in any city, in any country in that whole world had ever been before. To Tiny Tim, who did not die, he became like a second father. And now there were people who saw the changes in Ebenezer Scrooge and laughed behind their hands every time he walked down the street. Scrooge didn't care. He didn't care if they wrinkled up their eyes and merry little smiles, just so long as they didn't have his former disease in any of its shapes. He had no further intercourse with spirits. And from that day on, everyone who knew him said that he knew how to keep Christmas well, if anyone ever did. May that truly be said of us all. And as a little boy once said, a very long time ago, God bless us, everyone.